scared me.
Well, serves you right. You scared me.
I did when?
This morning, when I woke up, and you weren't beside me.
I woke up early.
Yeah, so I discovered. I don't like waking up when you're not there in the bed.
Well, it was just after dawn when I woke up and I couldn't get back to sleep, so I came down here.
Any special reason?
Special reason for what?
Not sleeping.
Oh, no, not really.
Good. I thought you might have been still ticked off with me with what I said about Luke on the show yesterday.
No, ticked off is a little too strong a word. I was thinking about it, though.
Darling, look, I wasn't on the show as a private individual. I was there as the police commissioner. Consequently, when the subject of gambling came up, I had to be consistent. I had to say what I've been saying right from the beginning.
What would you have said as a private individual?
I don't know whether you want to hear that.
Yes, I do.
Right. I'd have said, get me out of this studio. I want to go home to a very warm, sexy wife.
I like that answer.
I'd have said a whole lot more, but I possibly would have been bleeped off the air. Listen, I'm glad you're not annoyed with what I said about Luke and gambling.
What good would it be me being annoyed? It's your battle. And no matter how I feel personally, I have to go along with your viewpoint.
No, you don't.
I want to.
Then that's all that matters.
Luke, I'm sorry we had to meet this early, but I have to be in court at 9, and I didn't want you to have to wait for my report.
That's all right, Jake. I don't mind getting up early, especially for good news.
Yeah, well, in that case, you should have stayed in bed.
What?
Luke, listen. I got an off-the-air transcription of every word Scorpio said in that interview. I checked it over for every possible legal action you could take against him. And, bottom line, yeah, this commissioner may have been a little overzealous, but you haven't got a case against him. About libel, slander. None of those apply. The man was asked to give his opinion as a public official. He did, and there's no way you can prove damages.
You said that I was personally responsible for bringing crime into this city.
No, he didn't. Unfortunately, he gave that impression. What he actually said was, in his opinion, that gambling attracts the criminal element. Now, that may be open to question, but it in no way maligns you, legally.
But I run the casino.
Which happens to be true. And truth is the best defense against an action of libel or slander. I'm sorry, Luke, but in my best judgment, you haven't got a case. There's nothing you can do legally.
Well, if there's nothing I can do legally, there's something I can do personally.
What?
Just go over there and get him to shut his big, fat mouth.
Somebody who doesn't want to be found out, for instance. Somebody who wants a whole new identity.
Oh, no, look at the time. I've got to get to the hospital.
You want some coffee?
No, I'll get some later.
Tell him we gave it the office.
I can't believe our police commissioner would tell a white lie.
To stay home today, a red, white, and blue, and a gold lame one.
Hello?
Holly, Celia, am I interrupting something?
No, not really.
I need to see you. Would it be all right if I come over?
Yes. Do you mean now?
Yes, the sooner the better. I could get over there as soon as I get dressed.
All right. Come along then. Robert's going to be at his office anyway.
Thank you, Holly. Thank you. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Celia's coming over.
What's this all about, my going to the office?
Aren't you?
Well, yeah, but how did you know?
A brilliant observation. You usually don't dress like that when you intend to dally around here all day.
Now, there's an idea. Why don't I just stay home and dally around with you all day?
Can you? I could always call Celia and tell her something's come up.
I can't think of a better idea.
Ah, now comes the but.
But I do have to get to headquarters. You really do know me like a book, don't you?
Well, only the first few chapters. But I read pretty quickly, so give me a chance.
You take all the time you want.
I intend to. Have a nice day.
I'd have a much better one staying here.
And come home early.
That, my dear, you can. Help on.
Brock isn't here. He never comes in this early.
I know. That's why I'm here now.
Oh?
Scotty, I need to talk with you. Alone.
Oh, yeah?
Scotty, we used to be friends. Why are you doing this to me?
I always thought we were still friends, Bobbie. Of course, I don't know exactly what it is I'm doing to you. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about my past, and don't deny that you're the one that's bringing it all up again.
Of course I deny it.
Scotty. Scotty, you of all people should know how I suffered for what I did. Why do you want to put me through that again?
Put you through what again, Bobbie? I really have no idea what you were talking about.
Scotty, you know what I got in the mail? I got a copy of one of my rap sheets.
Oh, yeah? Well, why would you come to me?
Because you sent it.
Did it have my address on it? Was it written in my handwriting? Because if it wasn't, you know, I don't know why you're coming to me, Bobbie.
Scotty, I think the reason for that is very obvious.
All right, you want to talk about obvious? I'd be more than happy to tell you, all right? If you're afraid of your past coming back to haunt you...
Yes, I'm afraid. To tell you the truth, I've been worried sick about it.
Well, I think we should make sure that it stops. I mean, there is only one way that we both know to keep your sordid past off the front page.
How?
You have to get Luke to withdraw from the campaign because if he's not running for office, you see, his sister's life would be of no interest to anybody. I mean, nobody would want to print anything about that, right?
Scotty, listen to me, all right? Just listen to reason.
No, wait, listen to me, okay? Because I'm not finished. On the other hand, see, if Luke continues to run for office, then he's fair game. His family, and especially his sister. Now, you can see what I'm talking about, can't you?
I'll tell you what I can see. Oh, can I ever?
What's that?
You're using me to get at Luke, and that's a dirty game, Scotty. That's blackmail.
Before you go, can I just say one thing as a friend?
Sure, what?
I already told you that Scorpio spoke his mind, and that's not illegal. What do you plan to do to stop it?
I don't know yet, Jake.
Well, before you get any crazy ideas, assault is still illegal.
Oh, come on, I'm not going to punch him out.
And why are you going to see him?
I need to talk to him. I'm just going to talk to him.
Luke?
Yeah.
Take care.
Okay, thanks.
Well, what did I do to deserve that?
Well, you took the trouble to help Luke.
Oh, shucks, it was nothing.
Well, I think it was, especially since you are not going to vote for him.
Well, I may not vote for him, but what the hell? I mean, I can help the guy if he needs it. After all, a friend of yours is a friend of mine. Isn't that how that goes?
Well, however it goes, I do appreciate it.
Forget it. Besides, I really like him as a person, regardless of his politics.
I'm glad. Thanks again.
I like it.
Can you stay?
I wish I could. I have to be in court in 10 minutes.
Uh-oh.
I'll be back for lunch when we break.
Okay, I'll have a veggie burger waiting for you.
You want to be shocked?
Sure.
I won't be coming back for food.
That's supposed to be shocking.
Later.
Celia, come in. You certainly made good time.
Are we alone?
Yes, Robert just left for the office. Can I get you some coffee or something?
No, thank you. No. I got the fingerprints on this glass. Just one set. I was very careful not to smudge them.
How did you get Jimmy Lee to grab it?
No, it wasn't Jimmy Lee.
I just assumed that...
No, Holly, I told you yesterday. It's just a student in one of my art classes.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, they use these glasses for their brushes.
Yes, of course.
So, anyway, do you think you can get the prints? I thought maybe Robert might even have the right equipment already here.
No, not here. He doesn't. But there is an expert at police headquarters. I'm sure he'd do it.
Is he a friend of yours?
Not a friend, but I've been introduced to him several times. His name is Larson. Robert says he's the best.
But then Robert might find out about it. I'd be terribly embarrassed.
I don't see why. But if you like, Robert need not know anything about it.
I really would rather keep it just between us, okay?
Okay, well, I can take it down to Larson myself, then.
I would appreciate that, yes. But Robert's office is at headquarters. Maybe, are you sure he won't find out?
I can time it so that I'm sure he's busy, and I'll make up some story for Larson so he won't mention it to Robert or anyone else.
That'd be wonderful. If you could do that, Holly, I would be very grateful.
Then consider it done. Now, you're in a hurry?
Yes, the sooner the better.
Okay, well, there's no time like the present. I'll go upstairs and get ready.
Thank you.
Bobbie, are you all right?
Of course, why wouldn't I be?
I don't know. I haven't the slightest idea, except that you seem to be filing most of those reports upside down.
Oh,
They should be filed alphabetically.
Jessie, I'm sorry. I'm just not concentrating today. Bobbie?
Bobbie.
What? Oh, hi, Ruby.
Are you going to take your break soon?
I can't. I've got to straighten out all these files.
Bobbie, I think maybe you should take your break now. At the rate you're going to have to do those all over anyway.
Are you sure it's all right?
I think it's a necessity.
Thanks.
8th floor volunteer report to Dr.
You
Citrano
seem
and Burnwood.
obviously very upset.
Do you want to talk to me about it?
Yeah.
Okay, come on, let's sit down. Find out.
I tried to talk to Scotty.
Oh, no wonder you're upset. I think I can guess what you wanted to see him about.
Oh, Ruby, there's no use. He denied the whole thing, but he has every intention of using my past against Luke in the campaign.
And mine.
And I don't think we have any alternative but to go to Luke and to tell him everything.
Absolutely not. Oh, honey, then he'd drop out of the race. We can't do that to him.
What's the difference, Ruby? If we don't tell him, Scotty's going to use everything he has, and Luke's name's going to be mud anyway.
Well, then Luke will fight the smear, and you know he will. Oh, honey, we just can't let that happen to him.
So what are you saying? We should just ignore it?
No. No, I think we have to stand up and admit it. And make sure that the public knows Luke had nothing to do with our past.
Ruby, I can't do that again. I can't admit what I was again.
If Scotty's determined to do this, I'm afraid you're going to have to. And so am I. We can't let Luke drop out without even trying.
Ruby, I just don't want to face all those ugly things that they're going to say about us.
I know, honey. It's not easy. But you know something? I don't think we're going to have to, because I think Scotty's bluffing.
Scotty is capable of anything. You know that.
I know that, darling. But I'll tell you what. If the threat of exposing it gets what he wants, then all he needs is a threat, and that's the end of it.
If he's bluffing.
I think he is. And furthermore, Lee would never let him fall that low.
I wish I could believe that.
You can believe it. Lee Baldwin is not a man who fights below the belt. You can count on that.
Oh, Ruby, I know that. Just that I don't think he has that much control over Scotty. And let's face it, Scotty is going to stop at nothing to get what he wants. And what he wants right now is Luke out of that campaign.
Any more like yourself now?
I needed that break, Jessie. Thank you for insisting on it.
Oh, sure. Oh, by the way, this came for you a few minutes ago. A messenger brought it. I told him that you were over in the lounge there, but he just left it and left.
Thank you, Jessie.
Sure.
Dr. Siegel, call your servant. Dr. Siegel, call your servant.
Ruby, wait a minute.
Yeah? What is it, darling?
Oh, I forgot to ask you if you can have dinner with me tonight.
Oh, I'd love to. That sounds terrific. When?
Why don't I check with you later and we'll set the time?
Marvelous. Goodbye.
Nurse Bridget Baum, report to clinic. Nurse Bridget Baum, report to the clinic.
Kelly's. Rose, hi. Bobbie.
Hi, Bobbie. How are you?
Rose, is my brother there? I just tried calling him at the casino, but there wasn't any answer.
Well, he was here earlier, but he split.
Do you have any idea where I can reach him?
Well, I know where he's headed, but I don't think it'd be a good idea for you to call him there.
Where?
Police headquarters, and I did get the distinct impression he was going to start a riot.
Oh, boy. Listen, I've got to talk with him.
Well, I think he's going to be coming back here later. Do you want me to give him a message?
No. Thanks, Rose. I'll stop by when I get off duty. Maybe I can catch up with him then.
Okay. I'll tell him you're looking for him. Bobbie, you sound a little worried. Is there anything I can do to help?
Oh, Rose, I wish you could.
And to tell you the truth, Robert, I am stumped. If we were looking for a fugitive, I'd know exactly what to do next. But a disc? Something no larger than $50?
We're talking about the proverbial needle in a haystack here.
Sure. But we don't even know which haystack.
On that point, I think we do. Somebody stashed it in the casino. I mean, it's the only logical place.
But who is the somebody?
My vote goes out to Spencer. Let's face it, this guy's handed us out enough hints.
All right, I agree with you again, but it doesn't get us any closer to finding it. And we certainly can't raid that casino again. Even if we did, we'd come up empty-handed. Robert, we have gone through that place from top to bottom.
Yeah, and so have quite a few other people. I mean, look, let's face it, Bert, the town is crawling with operatives, both identified and unidentified. They've all got one thing in common. They've all been through that casino with a fine-tooth comb looking for the disc.
Robert, do you think by any chance one of them may have found it?
I doubt that. WSB would have heard the scuttlebutt and we'd have been notified.
Hey, let's go back to Luke for a minute.
Now, that isn't my pet subject.
Now, wait a minute. If he did find the disc, or knows where it is.
All right, a reasonable assumption.
All right, here's another assumption. He happens to be running for mayor of this city. He has every reason in the world to try and keep his hands clean.
If he can.
Look, if he has it or knows where it is, answer a question for me. Why hasn't he come forward?
I have tried to answer that idea 50 times in my own mind.
Well, if it's been going through your mind, how about telling me? Have you come up with an answer?
No, but I'm sure there's got to be one. Look, Bert, I know Luke better than anybody. When he does something, anything, or in this case, nothing, it's all for a good reason. Now, when he finally makes his move, he's going to know exactly what he's doing.
I agree.
What you said on that television show was a malicious attack on my character. You made assumptions, you were dead wrong, and you insulted me personally. Now, I don't like it. In fact, I resent the hell out of it, man.
If you really believed that, you'd be trying to sue me.
I may do that yet.
Oh, come off it, will you? You're not going to do that, and you know it. You don't even have a case. I didn't distort the truth, nor did I malign you.
In case you don't know it, police commissioner is a public office. That's the only reason you got on the damn show in the first place.
I was expressing a personal opinion.
How are the people going to know that, Robert?
Well, the people happen to be smarter than you think.
Well, I hope so. Because if they are, they're going to know that you abused your office and your power by using that as a personal forum, a personal vendetta against me.
Oh, get off it, Luke.
How can I get off it? You get off it. You stop this stuff about gambling being the big problem in this town and how it's going to lead to crime.
Can you prove that it's not?
You don't really believe that one gambling casino is going to turn poor Charles into a cesspool of crime, Robert. You don't believe that.
I know an undesirable establishment when I see it, and if I can close it down, I certainly will.
Talk about abusing power. Who the hell elected you as God?
All right, I've had enough of this.
Oh, you've had enough? I haven't even started, man. Not even... You stay out of this! Luke, this is between you and me, and you know it.
No, I don't know it at all. I'm just trying to do my job. Now, I'm not about to be interfered with by you or anybody else. And in your case, I'm more than happy to run you out of town personally.
Oh, yeah? You're going to need some help on that. You want to get this guy to bring in the troops because you can't do it on your own.
Get the hell out of my office.
I will leave your office when I am through.
You're really trying to push me, aren't you?
Go ahead, run me out. Run me out. Get some guys in here and get me out. Like I said, you can't do it on your own.
The hell I can't.
Luke, what on earth is going on in here?
General Hospital will continue in a moment.